I'm just loving your energy out the gate.
Yes.
Sad I missed you Tuesday before last.
Yes.
We're here now, and that's what counts.
That's all that matters.
All right, Mike's going hot in 3, 2.
Good evening and welcome to Real Talk, where we have real conversation about business, entertainment, and lifestyle. I am Angelita, the coach, and you guys know I am joined here with none other than Mr. King Wesley.
What's up? What's up?
And this is episode 21, and we're going to call this one Blackjack 21. All right. So there are no guests this evening, unfortunately, but
That means you're just gonna get all of me.
that'd be a little scary. So we have the next 45 minutes. We're just gonna dive into a topic, and again, I'm going to remind you guys, it is called Real Talk. And with that being said, the topic that we're gonna dive in, you are more than welcome to call in. Ask questions, comment, give us your opinion. You can call us at 248-838-3661.
Again, that's 248-838-3661.
And you are more than welcome to download the Podcast Detroit app. And we are in Studio 4 because I got to give you all of this because this topic this evening,
juicy.
It's juicy, and we really trying to understand, and we want to hear from
We
you.
really want y'all to call in, like interact. Don't just interact. I know you guys just follow me on my Instagram Live. Don't just focus on that. Actually call in.
Yes.
Let's interact. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So other people can hear your voice and just your input. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
Everybody.
And we want to hear it.
And
And,
man.
of course, we have Kate in here, who is our engineer.
Hey, Kate.
Hello.
And she is definitely going to chime in, too.
I'm loving her energy.
Yes, her energy is everything.
Man.
Her
Energy is everything.
Yes.
I want you to be mindful of what you just said.
Energy is
I got something
everything.
working with that.
Okay.
I got something working with that.
Okay. All right. So, Kate,
Oh, man.
what is our topic?
Tonight's topic, I want to say that I didn't actually know that we was going to walk into this topic. It was something that I brought up on Facebook today in regards to Dwayne Wade and his son. Now, as we all know, well, most of us know that his son, came out with his homosexuality, and Dwayne Wade and his wife Gabrielle Union, they are fully supporting him.
Mm-hmm. Because he's identifying himself as
Zaya.
Yes. So he's identifying himself as Zaya, her.
Yeah.
Wants to be called she and her.
Absolutely. And so today, when I made the post about Dwayne Wade and his son and whether or not, why people felt like he should just disown his son, it stirred up uproar.
Absolutely.
So we're just gonna dive right into that, and I'm gonna ask you, like, what's your personal feelings towards that situation?
My personal feelings towards his son coming
Dwayne Wade and his support
towards towards Zaya.
Towards Zaya.
Okay. I 100%, 1,000% back Dwayne Wade up and Gabrielle Union.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to tell you why. The thing, and we can dive into it, but my main thing is if our children cannot come and have a conversation with their parents, then who do you expect them to have a conversation with? If they don't feel comfortable coming home and saying, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I want to do. Mm-hmm. If they can't do that at home.
I mean, let's go back. Let's go back until, the days of kindergarten when we would have career day at school. Our teachers would ask us, well, Angelita, what do you want to be when you grow up? Mm-hmm. Your parents, they might have pitched ideas to you as a kid, like, hey, Angie, I see you showing interest in radio and entertainment and stuff like that. You ever thought about being an actor or a singer or a dancer or anything that's related to,
That's encouragement.
That's encouragement.
Yes.
So now we hit such a sensitive area in the world because a lot of people are starting to feel like, the whole LG, the lesbian community is being forced upon us. I just personally feel like
LGBTQ.
LGBTQ.
Yes.
Okay, I want to get that correct.
Yes.
I just feel like they're taking a stand on for themselves and others just like them, and that to me that's brave.
Absolutely.
And I mean, it's not to say that it's wrong. Who am I to say that it's wrong? You know what I mean? This is giving them a voice as well. To each is his own.
Absolutely.
You teach your sons, you teach your daughters, certain things. I just feel like we got to quit blaming society on how we should raise our children. Like, we point the finger to society. Well, I've seen a lot of comments say, well, it's society that's causing, is messed up and it's causing these things to happen. And I'm like,
but let me tell you,
what's going on at home?
But I have to go back though too, because I seen where some people were like, well, now it's society that's doing this to our kids. Society, no, let's be honest here. This has been going on for decades,
long before us.
Okay, people then were just not open. Hell, you couldn't be open about your sexuality back then. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like this is something new and people are just now starting to do this. No, people been doing it, but you're seeing it more. People are coming out. They're not afraid to do these things behind closed doors.
Two of the strongest women that raised me were gay. Well, one's gay, which is my sister, and my mom was gay. I'm not gay. They didn't teach me no gay methods, or you know what I'm saying. That's who they are. You know what I'm saying. That's what they indulge in. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna love my sister less because of what she's doing in her personal life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna love my mother. No, tarnish her legacy or nothing like that because of what she chose to do personally. You know what I mean. And some people feel like it's a taught method. It's something that's taught. I
don't believe that. I personally don't believe it's something that's taught.
I'm the person that it believes that it's like 50-50. I feel like people are born that way, and then I feel like people become curious and they indulge in it, and they're okay and they're secure with themselves and say, hey, this is what I like and this is what I prefer. Hey, that's what you choose to do. I can't say that you're wrong. I can't say that because I'm not the person to judge.
And that's the thing right there. It's so many people that are so quick to judge, and I gotta throw this in, and I know I'm probably gonna get backlash from it.
Who cares?
Whatever, but
real
talk. So many people are so quick to judge, and the same people that are so quick to judge are the same ones that are also so quick to throw a Bible scripture at you.
They only throw that Bible scripture when it's beneficial to them.
Exactly. And the thing of it is, you cannot quote, and anybody that follows me on Facebook, y'all know I am quick to post on Facebook. You still quote scriptures Bible scriptures and eat pork chops.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do both. You cannot. You know what I'm saying? You can't quote what's beneficial for you at that moment. No. And then who are you to judge? Come on. If we want to start talking about the Bible, it clearly states that it's you. You're not supposed to judge. It's not
can't
up to
do
you
it.
To
it's
judge.
not your job.
So who are you to judge Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union for supporting their child?
Right. And then I take my hat off to Gabrielle because this is not even her biological child.
Absolutely. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's showing so many levels of love and loyalty and just love again because this is her bonus baby. And she's like, okay.
We're behind you.
There's no Dwayne Wade is a dynamic public figure. If his son can't come to him and say, hey, Dad, this is who I am, then who could he ever turn to?
Okay, you was gonna say something.
So basically, about the whole like people throwing out the Bible and that it goes against so many things is you can't just cater everything. And you judging people, making these negative decisions, telling people that, oh, you should have just disowned your child instead, that goes against everything written in that Bible, first of all.
Everything.
And second of all, if you want to bring the Bible into things, then why don't we go old school? We should start throwing rocks at people. We can burn people.
But then you know what they'll tell you?
know,
Oh, that's the Old
blended
Testament.
fabrics.
No, they'll tell
You
you,
know
that's
what?
the Old Testament.
we
we don't
revised
do
that.
we
Oh,
don't
no.
do that no more.
We
Oh,
don't
no.
do
We
that
living
no
in the
more.
New Testament, and it's like
You can't pick and choose and write
basically-
things for what you want.
Choose.
That's like picking which laws you want to obey. Like, listen,
Exactly.
I don't speeding
Yes.
laws. They don't apply to me. I don't know what a speed limit is.
Right.
It doesn't work for me. You can't give me a ticket.
And
Like,
again-
it doesn't work like that.
And again, if you guys want to chime in, please call in at 248-838-3661.
We want you to chime
This is a very sensitive topic, you know, and I just want to I do want to hear you guys input.
So, you know, just to kind of go back a little bit, I believe, and I copied this off the internet earlier today, it said that during Tuesday's episode on the Ellen DeGeneres show, the former NBA player talked to DeGeneres about how he supported his 12-year-old since she told her parents she wanted to be referred to using female pronouns. Once Zaya, originally born Zion as a boy, came home and said, "Hey, so I want to talk to you guys. I think going forward, I'm ready to live my truth." You hear this? I'm ready to live my truth.
This is a 12-year-old.
Exactly.
Okay.
A 12-year-old.
Mhm.
I'm ready to live my truth, and I want to be referenced as she and her. I would love for you guys to call me Zaya, he recalled. So internally now, it's our job to go out and get information to reach out to every relationship that we have. Wade said union.
Mm-hmm.
Mind, it's her bonus baby.
Right, just the bonus baby. Mhm.
Wade said Union reached out to the cast of FX show Poise. Am I saying that right? Poise. I
Poise.
don't watch TV. Okay.
Mhm.
To help get informed. Poise is a drama series centered around Black and Latino LGBTQ characters.
Mm.
So I got a question for our listeners.
Mhm.
And I hope that our listeners can be honest and let us know if your child came home from school and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm ready to live my truth." So in other words, this 12-year-old sounds like to me, and hey, it's my opinion,
Mhm.
sounds like to me this 12-year-old has been thinking about this for a while.
Oh, absolutely. That's
You know what I'm
not-
saying? Yeah.
That's not a decision someone just comes to overnight and is like, it's not just a phase. It's something that they really, really think about before putting out there because it's a very big deal.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So some thought was put into that.
Definitely.
And said, "Hey, you know what? I'm ready to live my truth." Like,
And if you go on Gabrielle Union's Instagram page, and I think that she posted the video with Zaya and Dwayne. I think it looked like they was in a golf cart, but in her caption, she got very descriptive on her bonus baby, saying how intelligent, well spoken, driven, smart, smart as a whip, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I think that's it right
just
there.
it right here.
She said, "Meet Zaya. She's compassionate, loving, whip smart, and we are proud of her. It's okay to listen to, love, and respect your children exactly as they are. Love and like good people." That's, to me, that's beautiful because the support,
I mean,
is
everything
there.
starts
Like,
at home.
everything starts at home. That Zaya may go on to become something more phenomenal than we have ever seen. But I feel like that without that support for for her to live her truth, she won't be able to bloom properly. You know what I'm saying? And so many children we have, we've grown up with them that they're troubled because they battle with the truth of who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Not just in this fashion, just in other things. You know, like people, parents forcing their children to, go to, we're not gonna, help you if you don't go to law school, things of that nature. They're like, hey, well, I don't want to go to law school. I want to be a dentist. You know what I mean? Like they don't show support. It's like they already have this plan for your children. And another couple that I admire, which is Will and Jada, it's very similar. Like they allow their children to express themselves.
They allow their children the same way Wade and Gabrielle.
Respectfully, though.
Yes, respectfully.
It's
they
no
allow them to be
disrespect.
authentic. They live authentically. That's the best way I can describe that.
It's no disrespect. And this person just says on my live, I just want to know why.
Why what? I'm sorry, what did they say?
Can you be more specific on why you want? I mean, what is it that you want to know? Why? What is it? But they're so supportive. Will and Jada is so supportive of their children. It just, and their children are becoming more dynamic to the world. Jaden, he's doing wonderful things for right here in Flint,
exactly.
in Flint, Michigan.
Yep,
like
definitely.
No, that's not being highlighted. It's just they looking at him
because that's not important to them.
I seen a post. Somebody posted something about him having a boyfriend. Who cares?
Exactly.
Just
y'all focused on the wrong
y'all
thing.
focused on the wrong thing.
That's the wrong thing to focus on. Let's focus on the water and what he's doing for Flint. Let's focus on the positive.
Exactly. How much water have you contributed to Flint?
Right. And the fact that Flint is still going through issues.
Right now.
So one of the things that I wanted to say really quick is my question was for our listeners, the people that are on King's Live, is and I want you to be honest, be transparent.
I think I'm about to switch over to Facebook.
Okay, be transparent. But my question was, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to ask the question again when you go on Facebook. But if anybody's listening, my question is, if your child came home and said, hey, Mom and Dad, I got something to tell you. It's time for me to start living my truth. And they came to you and they said something to you like this. What are your thoughts? What would you honestly say to your child? Like, let's be real here. What would you say to your child? Because I know for a fact, everybody is like me and King. Hey, I applaud Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. I applaud them. And I know King is the same way. But I also know that there are people out here that are like, I disagree with y'all. Let us know why you disagree.
You can call in at 248-838-3661.
And let us know why you agree.
And agree or disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Where was I going? Boy.
So I don't know if I got on there live really, really quick, if I was able to say it.
You can restate it.
Okay, so hey, y'all, Kings Live. So today we're talking about Dwayne Wade's son, formerly Zion, now Zaya, who came out and said, hey, I'm ready to live my truth. I want to be referred to as her and she. What would you, so the question that I asked the listeners is, what would you do if your child came home and said, hey, Mom, Dad, I'm ready to live my truth? Whether it be, hey, I'm gay, I'm homosexual, I would rather be, I identify as a woman, as a girl, and I'm a boy, or I identify as a boy and he's a girl. What would your thoughts be? And so we're asking everybody to be transparent. Call in. Let us know what your thoughts are. You can call us at 248-838-3661.
Again, that's 248-838-3661.
Or you can post your questions on King's Live if you're on King's Live. Tanisha said something. Tanisha Cash Money Johnson is watching. Okay, I had to say that.
Yeah, my sister just said, my older sister, Christian, she said, support my child.
Absolutely. And so that was the thing. So me and King are on the same level as what you're saying is we would support our child. But the thing of it is there are also some people who would not be supportive.
And that's where, and then they wonder why their children sometimes become rebellious. Mm-hmm. They turn to drugs. They turn to other things. They get miseducated. They have to learn from the streets. Chris, don't kill me for this, but this is my sister.
Mm-hmm.
my sister, she's gay. She's in a woman and woman relationship. My mother, she was same way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love my sister no less. I actually love her more because she's brave enough to even come to the table
Absolutely.
and be true to herself.
And that's the thing right there. Right there. I got to stop you for a second. That's the thing right there. So many people are just not true to themselves. And if you can't be true to yourself, how do you expect to be true to somebody else?
You can't do it. You can't do it. When I found out, when my sister, she told me, right? I'm shortening this story up real quick. I came over to her house unexpectedly. I was just dropping in. I always do that, right? She had her friends. She had a couple of people over, and I just came in and just, mixed and mingled. She introduced me to one young lady. Her name is Jane. Hey, Jane, I love you. This is my sister-in-law. She introduced me to Jane. She didn't go into details about it. The next day, I left. The next day, she called me and told me, like, hey, Wes, I got something to tell you. And she kind of like didn't know how I was going to feel about it. I said, Chris, first of all, I came into your home. That's where you pay all your bills on your own by your damn self. And I came to see you. You know what I'm saying? What you do in the privacy of your own home or what you just do with your life, that's your decision.
Business.
I love you. I don't care about that. I don't care. As long as she's not disrespecting you and all that, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem. Love who loves you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I'm a father. I have a wife. I'm raising my offspring.
Shout out to the Virgo.
I'm raising my offsprings to the best my know-how. Now, where the chips may fall, that's where they're gonna lay. You know what I mean? And all I'm gonna be here is a point of origin to give all the advice that I can.
Right.
Where they walk with that, that's their journey. You know what I mean? So I can't. I'm not gonna abolish my sister. I didn't abolish my mother, and I wouldn't abolish my child. I wouldn't. I've seen people comment and say, "Well, I need you can love your child, but you don't have to support them." What? Part of loving your child is supporting them.
Okay, I'm gonna read King's live because he's not reading his live.
I'm not right now.
Y'all over here
I'm sensitive
commenting,
about it.
and I feel you. But one lady one person said,
Kristen Nathan, that's my sister.
okay, Kristen. Okay, she just said and she has a very valid point. That's why some children are committing suicide. Exactly. That's why people are growing up and just being so messed up because. If I can't go to my mom, if I can't go to my dad, if I can't go to my
who can
family,
you run to?
Who can I go to? So now I got to harbor all of this. I got to keep all this inside because you know what? I'm frowned upon. My family's going to frown upon me if I come out and I speak my truth.
My cousin Paul Bell, he says, I would love my child unconditionally.
Absolutely.
I'm just not going to entertain calling him she or her. Still love him, will be there for him, though. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. You're not wrong. You see what I'm saying? This is
right. I don't feel you wrong.
You're not. He's not. This is how you handle your children. You birth. You help. Conceive them. This is how you. And this is how Dwayne Wade is handling his situation. So I just want I'm supporting Dwayne Wade, and I just want people to understand. To each is their own. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If we spent more time on focus on our own and less time focused on what Angelita's doing or say the name again? Kate is doing. I was about to say Kate. I knew it was a Kate, but I promise you I would never forget it again. What Kate is doing, guess what this world would be? It'd be more blissful. People will be more wrapped up into loving each other versus then sitting back picking and nagging and
exactly.
Judging each other. Don't judge me.
Exactly.
Don't
and
judge,
who are you
because
to judge
you're
me?
going to shorten your blessings doing that.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Kate.
Exactly.
Well, so basically, just because they're
just
changing,
so y'all can see our Kate. That's our Kate, y'all, on King's Live.
So basically, just because they're changing their pronouns or they all of a sudden decide to come out that they have a certain sexual preference, it's not changing who they are. They're still that same person. They still have the same heart, soul, mindset. they just have different preferences. Saying that it would change your opinion of your child or your family member just because they make that decisions is absolutely unreasonable, first off. And second of all, wouldn't you rather take the time to try to maybe sit back, discuss with your child, why are you feeling like this?
And understand it.
What
Try to understand
what
it.
drew you to this conclusion? Like, really get to know their side of the story, because if they feel that way and they felt strong enough that it was time to come out and say it, they've been thinking about it for a while. They've had a lot of thoughts. They just don't come to that conclusion overnight. And I just genuinely feel like that's a conversation you need to sit down, have with your child. And wouldn't you rather try to support them and understand them instead of trying to make them shut down who they are? And like you said, just keep it all inside, and that builds up. And in the long run, you're going to be creating a traumatic experience that will follow and haunt your child probably for the rest of their life.
Absolutely. Again,
Kate dope, y'all.
Kate is dope. Hey,
thoughts.
real quick, I want you guys. I would love for you guys to call in at 248-838-3661. I see all the comments.
But what other comments we got on here?
My brother Rob, he says, I believe the media, entertainment, motion picture, music, etc., play on the minds of the youth. I do. I feel like that way. So there again, where I was going, the direction I was going in, as far as your home, you have to stop blaming society and focus in on what's going on and what you're allowing the children to see, hear, and things of that nature. If that's how you feel that things are playing, if those things are playing a role on it. But honestly, a person that's true to themselves, society is not going to change them. A person that's true to themselves,
That's good.
society will not change you.
That's good.
It would give you more.
It gives you more
heart.
Yeah.
To say, hey, you know what? And this is what the I gotta get this acronym right.
You see it?
LGBTQ community is doing. Like I say, I'm married. I've been married 10 years. Husband and wife. We're raising our children to the best we know how. At the end of the day, we instill these things into our children. Where the chips may fall, that's just how they're going to fall. We have to stay as the point of origin for our children, our youth, and constantly educate them. And like Kate said, maybe even let's find out how we came to this decision if that comes about. Let's see where.
Like Tanisha, okay, look, you see I'm scrolling back up in your.
Go ahead.
And like Tanisha said, we have to love. It's a commandment, and that's the thing. And
love.
I said that earlier. Like you can't, people are so quick to want to throw out Bible scriptures and say, the Bible says, you are not supposed to have a homosexual reality. You can't just throw out Bible scriptures that benefit you.
Man,
Also
I'm
says-
not
that
doing
time.
it.
It also says you can't wear blended fabrics, like materials that are blended. You know
See what
what's
I'm
in
saying?
every
Okay.
single article of clothing you own?
Cotton.
And Tanisha, if you
Silk.
know, and I know you see my Facebook post, you cannot quote me Bible scriptures and still be eating pork chops.
You can't do
I don't
it.
care. You can't tell me that. But one of the things I wanted to finish reading what Dwayne Wade has said on the Ellen DeGeneres show. He said, we're trying to figure out as much information as we can to make sure that we give our child the best opportunity to her best self. He recalls telling Zaya she had an opportunity ahead of her. I looked at her and said, you are a leader. You are a leader, and this is your opportunity to allow you to be a voice, he said. Right now, it's through us. It's through us because she's 12 years old, but eventually it'll be through her. Wade, 38, is also the father, of his other sons. He has an 18-year-old and a 6-year-old, and then of course him and Gabrielle Union welcomed a daughter in November of 2018. But absolutely, because here's the thing. For you, she is absolutely a leader, because for you to say, hey, I'm about to tell you my truth.
At 12.
At 12 years old, like, hey, I done put some thought into this. I'm tired of of basically living, I don't know, secrecy or whatever the case may be. Like, this is my truth. This is how I wanna live. You've been thinking about this for a moment. Like Kay said, you didn't wake up today like, hey.
You know what the easiest thing in the world to do? The easiest thing in the world to do is be yourself. That's the easiest thing in the world to do. We as people allow, our peers, society to dictate who we should be. You know what I mean? The easiest thing in the world is to be yourself because it's no mask. It's true. You know what I mean? The first thing, I want somebody that's real. I want somebody that's
Do you
true.
want somebody that's real? Can you handle
can
the
you
realness?
That's what, part of my hat, I said, for those people that's sitting back wondering and sitting back judging Dwayne Wade on why he's supporting Zaire, guess what you should stop doing? Stop asking your children what they want to be when they grow up. Because you can't handle the truth.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to handle that truth. And Tanisha, as I'm sitting over here looking at King's phone, girl, I'm going to tell you this. Bacon is the best. She said,
better get on that turkey bacon.
Well, I mean, you know what? There are some turkey bacons
I
that's real good.
I got one. That's uncured Applegate turkey bacon. Man, that's fire.
Okay.
It's fire.
Right. I'm coming to your house. Y'all cooking breakfast?
Man,
brunch? Shauna?
Tuh.
Shauna.
With the egg white. Tuh. You know I'm a health nut.
Where's Shauna? Shauna listening?
But please, guys, I want y'all guys to call in, man. We only got this shallow amount of time. Call in at 248-838-3661. Let's talk to Kate. Let's talk to Angelita. Talk to myself. I mean, let's comment. I'm going to slow it down. 248-838-3661. Call in.
Ebonics. Studio 4 if you have the Podcast Detroit app. But, and again, we got a caller? Oh, snap. How do I put my earphones on? Hello, you have tuned into Real Talk.
Yeah, I want to comment on the topic.
Okay, who am I speaking to?
Rob.
Hey, Rob, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, brother? That's my brother.
What's that?
What's going on?
What up, King?
What's going on?
What's your comment?
I still believe that no matter how much love they gave, I'm going to refer to him as son. His son, Zion, currently known as Zaire.
Mm-hmm.
That I still blame it on media. I still blame it on the influence of the cartoons that that they accepted, some of the shows that are accepted. Because way back when we was little, you didn't see none of that stuff on TV like that. You ain't see boys kissing boys. You ain't seen, same-sex gender cartoons like that. Everything had its order in its place.
That's true.
But that doesn't mean it didn't exist.
Exactly.
But we wasn't privileged to see it like that. Yeah, you gotta
absolutely.
Look at it.
No,
it's blood.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. It wasn't something that was in the forefront. We didn't see it. You're absolutely right.
But Rob, check this out.
Mm-hmm.
You're referring to an age and a stage where there was, for one, there wasn't no internet. For two, it wasn't a smartphone, a tablet, anything of that nature. Hold on, my sister. Anything of that nature.
Her?
Christian, yeah.
Christian, you got to call in.
You got to call in, Chris, at 248-838.
I can only accept one call at a
Okay,
time.
right. But where I'm getting at, bro, is we can't allow, because we know what's going on as parents, because you're a parent. We can't continue to allow for us to put the fault on society when we still buying tablets, smartphones, iPhones, and things of that nature, because that's where these things are, or even cable television. That's where these things are coming from that you're mentioning. You know what I mean? They're not going to school and maybe they are, going to school getting these things, but they at home looking at this. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you're referring to is an at home situation. It starts at home. You follow me?
I get your concept.
Yeah. So if I try to limit, even with my own children, I try to limit, like, hey man, hey, look, it's time to get off the tablet. Let's go throw the football around. Let's talk. Let's interact. Let's get you. Let me see
Hey,
how.
King.
Yeah,
Sorry to cut you off.
that's
This
Jay.
is
That's Jay. Yeah, we got to get you on the show. Come on, Jay.
Okay, so we gotta keep it slow because we got like literally people are blowing up my phone because they're like I'm trying to call in.
Okay.
So we gotta keep it
But
short.
just can I give a female perspective?
Absolutely, you can.
Go ahead, sis.
Okay, so in my house we're raising boys, and I have a gay brother. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and so we can say society influences. Okay, but these feelings that they having are biology
Exactly. I feel that.
versus external figures from society. Now, I'm all with my husband. We are inundated with homosexuality on TV. Wherever you turn, it's something. Going into the bathroom, they're not gender, specific now. All of those things that I think are being forced on us. But if we say certain things aren't allowable, then certain things shouldn't be allowable. But it's not to say that somebody who's gay is a bad person. I'm happy he's in support of his son. However, that's what works for them.
Exactly.
That's not playing in my house. You a boy, you a boy.
Yeah.
We're not calling you a girl. Even if you're a boy and you gay, that's okay. That's who you choose to love. But we're not changing identity because you're not a girl. You were born a boy, and God doesn't make mistakes. And
you know
we
what?
gonna pray.
You are
Go ahead.
no. You're absolutely right. I totally agree with you, and that's why I said like thank y'all. Because unfortunately, like I would love to sit here and talk to y'all all night about it, but we have a couple other calls. But you are absolutely right, and
Go ahead.
and I thank you guys for calling in, giving us your opinion. Because it matters. Because like what me and King are saying, that's one thing. But I love the fact that you guys call in to say, "Hey, nah, you a boy, you a boy. You always gonna be a boy. You a girl, you always gonna be a girl." And that's how we feeling.
Hey, Jay and Rob, sister, bro, we got to get you guys on the show because she's running a $1 million business right now.
Okay, well, come on the show. Okay,
That's Juicing with Jay.
That's an invite.
That's Juicing with Jay. That's
That's
a
an
formal,
invite.
that's
Y'all
a
hear
formal-
me?
That's a formal invite. Y'all know what it is. We love y'all.
I'm inviting y'all.
And we just got to keep the show rolling, okay?
All right, for sure.
We're going to talk to y'all soon.
Love you.
All right, love you back, bro.
Yeah.
Look, my sister done text me like, girl, I'm trying to call in.
Yeah.
Okay, the phone lines are clear. April, little sis, love you, baby. Call in. Call right now. King sis, one of y'all call now.
Chris, call in at 248-838-3661.
Yes, call in. Like I said, we sit here and we're giving you our opinion. We're telling you where we're coming from. That's our opinion. But we want to hear where you're coming from. We're not going to knock you. We're not going to say you wrong. Because at the end of the day, nobody, you're entitled. And nobody's wrong for how they feel or their opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I believe that's where people are getting it miscued at. Like,
exactly.
We're not saying that you're wrong. But what I will say that you're wrong at is you're trying to say where Dwayne Wade and how Dwayne Wade is handling his situation is wrong. That's the king of that castle. He has to.
Your sister said earlier. Go ahead.
My sister Christian Nathan said, "Being true to yourself is hard.
We got
you have to be strong." Okay, we got another caller. We tuning in.
Hey, you're on the air with Real Talk. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Kristen. I'm King's sister.
Hey, girl.
Hey,
we was just reading your comment where you said being strong.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. You said being true to yourself is hard.
It's
and you
hard,
have to be strong.
And you got to be strong.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead with your comment.
The young lady that's sitting across the table,
Kate.
I don't even know, Kate. I don't even know if anybody even ever thought about this, or it's not even addressing the deeper issue with this situation. That's been Dwayne Wade's child for 12 years. He knows his child. He knew his child was different from birth.
I believe that's true.
You understand what I'm saying? Being gay or identifying with a different gender, it's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. And I just really believe that. I really believe that Dwayne Wade knew that Zion was Zaya a long time ago.
Yeah. Parents know first.
And until she was ready to come out to the world, he kept it quiet.
And you know what?
So-
I honestly feel rightfully so. Because here's it, like y'all just said, you know your child.
You know your child.
You know if I just feel like you know if something is not right, or I ain't gonna say not right. You know if something is different.
Mm-hmm.
May seem
exactly.
different with your child versus what society
Exactly.
says that you should be.
Absolutely.
You know.
Exactly. Now, what my little brother may not know is he might. I think I told him. I came out to my mother when I was 12.
Yeah, see, but I was like 4.
Okay.
It's an 8-year difference.
Yeah, you're not gonna
It
know
was
what's
certain-
what's
it was-
popping at 4 years old. You're not gonna know that,
I didn't
King.
come out. I didn't come out to the world until I was 39, and that was because my mother, she asked me to just, think about what I was doing.
Right.
Exactly.
Because
as any parent
with this
would.
lifestyle becomes it's a lot of responsibility,
Mhm.
and you're sensitive.
And it's a
And I
lot of
want you to
risk
be able
too
to
because
handle
you got
what's gonna
those
come with
haters.
And Chris, it's a lot of risk
Yeah.
as well. Like
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
one thing about our
Yeah.
mother, Angelita and Kate, she kept it all the way real. Like it was, it's just she called it how she saw it. You know what I'm saying? So, when my sister, she brought it to me, I didn't like I said, I immediately I immediately told you, Chris. I
Yeah.
said, I don't care about that.
Because you know what?
Yeah,
I think
you
because
said
here's my
you don't
thing.
care, and the oldest one said it's about time.
Because you know what? My thing is this though. If you love, and this is how I feel. If you love me, if you honestly, genuinely love me, you're going to continue to love me. Whatever I tell you or how
Exactly.
my sexuality is, it shouldn't matter. The love is not going to change. I'm still going to love you. If anything, I might feel like I love you more
I love
because
you
you
stepping up,
being-
you
yeah.
being true to yourself.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna.
Absolutely.
But you know what, though?
Go ahead.
A lot of people, it's more than one truth. You know what I'm saying? It's more than it's many different truths. You know what I'm saying? Being gay. I don't know if I can say this, but
This is
being,
real talk.
It's real talk. Oh,
Huh?
Lord. Look, it's real talk. Go
It's
ahead.
called real
Say
talk.
it.
You can talk.
okay, being a hoe. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to be gay to
Different
be a
things for
hoe, though.
different people. You understand what I'm saying? But you can live a lie and be miserable.
Your
or
whole
walk in
life.
the light
Absolutely.
and
Your
live
whole
your
life.
truth and be happy.
Your whole
Absolutely.
life. Either way, you could be miserable your whole life, living a lie, or you could be just
Dope.
blissful,
Yes.
dope,
Living your truth. Absolutely.
hey, Chris, we're gonna
Exactly.
wrap this call up because
All right.
we may have
All
another
right.
caller coming in. I'm gonna call you on my way home. I love you.
Okay.
Thank you for
Yep, love you too.
calling.
Tell Jane I said, hey, I
No
love her.
problem. Hey, okay, baby.
Yep.
So if we have any more callers, please call in. I'm trying to get my sister.
Call in at 248-838-3661.
Don't make
Again,
me
that's
call her.
248-838-3661. We're touching bases on the Dwayne Wade situation with his formerly known son as what was it, Zion and now
Is it Zion or Zion?
and now he's formerly going by Zaya now. So
Okay, look, y'all. I just had to call my sister on her cell
tell her
phone.
to
Like
call in.
she was like, "I'm trying to call." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Call right now. Call right now." All right. So, I mean, again, I love that our callers have called in. Thank you, Rob. What was the Christian? What was the other young lady with
Jay.
Rob? Jay. Thank y'all so much for calling and giving us, your thoughts on this topic because it's so important. It's very important. Again, 248-838-3661. We got a call. Hello. Thank you for calling Real Talk. Who am I speaking to?
Hello, my name is April.
Hey, sister.
How you doing, April?
Hey, sis. Hello. How
Hi,
you doing?
baby.
That was me texting you back, by the way.
No, this
Oh,
my
okay.
this.
I know.
Oh,
That's
no.
April. I'm talking. I'm just messing with you.
Every time I call.
I'm just messing with you.
Look, okay, y'all. So my sister is in. Where you at? Milwaukee, Minnesota. Where you living?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Oh, it's
yeah.
messing
Oh,
with
she
her.
with a Bucks at.
Okay, she over there with
Yes,
Green Bay.
Oh, yes. Green
Oh,
Bay
yes.
Packers.
Okay,
Make sure
baby.
they here.
Okay. What's your comment? What's your question? I miss you, sis. I love you. Go ahead.
I miss you too. I love you. I'll see you soon. Actually, I'm enjoying the conversation and everyone's opinion when they call. But the reason I'm calling is because I wanted to find out what was the name of that turkey bacon?
Oh my God. Applegate.
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 Okay.
You know
That's
what?
good.
Uncured Applegate.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
sitting
sure
here texting her
Applegate.
thinking that she got something to say, and she called just to ask you
talking
about
about
some
that turkey
bacon.
I mean, I
bacon.
want to
I
call
love
and
the
mess with you,
Man,
too.
that
That's
turkey
it.
bacon.
I'm proud of you.
Hey,
You
look,
doing your thing.
it's that turkey bacon that don't taste like the cardboard. It's that
That's
real.
what I
It's,
need.
it's
I
that real
appreciate
turkey
it.
bacon.
Sis,
Thanks.
sis,
Yeah.
you really called to ask him about some bacon?
No, they gotta talk about the bacon, man.
Yeah,
Stop it.
I did.
Oh my God.
She said I did. At least she honest. See,
Right, and
live
I'm-
your
Yeah,
your
and
truth.
live
It's
your
a- it's a
truth.
real
Live your
turkey y'all have
truth.
tonight.
How-
And I'm
what-
just being true to myself.
What-
That's right.
Exactly.
About that turkey
Look,
bacon.
let me tell you, I called my sister Baby D, y'all. That's my y'all know. That's all I'm gonna say is I call my sis Baby D. My sis been Baby D for like ever, and if anybody seen Friday, you know why I call my
Cause
sister
she got
Baby
she
D.
got all the bootleg snacks, the
My
snacks with the
sister-
glitter.
All the 2020 snacks.
My sis, and she
All
know
the
the,
2020
and
snacks.
she know them 2021 snacks too.
Oh man, you know the name of the show is Blackjack 21. She got all the 21 flavors of the new year.
Oh my God, I love you, sis. Thank you
That
for
was
calling
crazy.
in. You don't have
Y'all have a
do you
good
have a
night.
comment about the topic, or you just really wanted to know that
She
bacon?
running on that bacon.
No, I really just called the food with you, but I'm gonna get that bacon too.
All right, I love you, sis. Thank you so
I
much.
love you too.
All
Y'all
right,
have a
bye.
good one.
You
Bye-bye.
too.
What you got to say, Kate?
I mean, in her defense, they say breakfast is the most important. meal.
Important meal of the day, man. Listen, my kids wake up every day faithfully. They be looking for this bacon, especially Cassidy, because she's not in
Is that
school
the
yet.
is that the
Yes,
little
that's,
one?
that's the little me, the little light-skinned version of me that got a ponytail.
Yes.
She faithfully, like, she ate a half a pack of this bacon a day. I'm like, trying to like, hey, man, she in there eating all the bacon. I'm like, look, Cass. I
First
love my
come,
bacon.
first serve.
No, that's my baby. She can have all her bacon. That's okay.
You know, she daddy's little girl.
Absolutely.
She can do no wrong.
Yeah, no, she can do wrong. I'm not that type of daddy.
Oh, okay.
When I point it out, you're gonna do wrong.
oh.
But you know, she
Did
know
you see
that.
I wish you could have seen your facial expression.
No, I'm not that. I'm not that daddy. I'm the daddy that's gonna tell you, look, no, we're not gonna do that. But I give you what you want because I'm firm, but I'm fair.
I feel you. I'm so loving this energy and this vibe that we are
It's all
getting
Kate.
It's Kate with
It's all Kate.
Kate making the people call in.
Welcome to my bubble.
Kate, we ain't had this many people call in one night since I've been here.
We ain't had
Ooh, I
Listen.
feel like
no,
really
hold on.
popular
No, let me
right
clarify.
now.
Let me clarify.
Since I've been here.
Let me clarify.
Go ahead.
We ain't had these many people call in since Real Talk
Talk.
has been on air.
And that's just real talk, Kate. That's just real talk.
Well,
Hey,
you're
listen.
welcome. No kidding.
Listen.
And so just FYI, I'm going to throw this out. I got to throw this out. King,
Yes, sir.
Real Talk
Yes, ma'am.
is coming up. The birthday is in March.
March what? Is
Just
real
March.
talk? Real talk is a
Real Talk will
is a
be
Pisces.
Real Talk will be a whole year old in March.
So what you want to do?
I don't know.
Babies. We need a smash cake. No.
I'm gonna bring the drinks.
Hey.
Hey, look, I got a drink.
We need to bring. You know what? Can you find Quadair? Quadair.
Yeah, I
What?
can find 'em.
Can you let me know in advance so I can plan on Ubering to work that
Yes,
day?
you gonna have to
I got
Uber.
you. Yeah, because
You gonna
we
have
got
to
a drink
Uber.
called 21 Questions.
Oh.
The drink is called 21 Questions.
We got to figure out, do we want this at the beginning of the month or the end of the month? You know, be 2 shows a month. We gonna.
Pick your poison. I'm just gonna show up.
All right. So, hey.
So I'll come prepared both dates just in case.
So, you know, I think I should start a poll as far as like what we should do for our 1 year anniversary, our birthday. Real Talk will be 1 in March.
Uno.
And I have to say I'm gonna speak my truth about that really
Go
quick.
ahead.
It's a year old. Like, I don't know how many podcasts that have went consecutive the whole entire year, have stayed with the same. You know, we've been with Real Talk with Podcast Detroit since the beginning. We are still here. You know,
We're so
King-
proud of you.
Yes, King has came and you know what I'm saying, just graced me with his presence. He's so dope. Like,
Talk
that's
to the
my
mic, girl.
brother. That's my brother. That's my brother.
What's happening?
So, yeah, y'all got to tell us what you think that we should do for our 1 year anniversary. Like, we need to go all out. We need to have, like, I don't know, how many guests can we fit in here? 1, 2, 3, 4.
It could be a gangster party in here.
We need to. What you think, Kate?
Tell you what, depending on the day, if you let me know, I might be able to book you a bigger studio.
Hey. Well, you know it's always going to be the second or fourth Tuesday.
Depending on the day, I
Depending
might
on the
be
day.
able to.
Okay, I'm going to let you know.
We'll see
We
what's
working.
available.
We
I'm
working.
going to let you know. So, okay, I just had to tell y'all the anniversary is coming up. So, but
Hey, Marlo.
again, if you have any questions, you have any comments about what we're talking about, the topic at hand, the Bacon King eats, whatever, call us.
Yeah, the real talk tonight was about Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union and their support for their daughter, now daughter being formally addressed as Zaya.
248-838-3661. I think we probably can fit in one more call.
One more caller. You can call in at 248-838-3661. I made this a Facebook post because I was just a little bit worried of why people felt like Dwayne Wade was handling his family and his situation wrongly. You know what I mean? You know,
Whose situation was it?
Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle. His son.
His son.
Yeah, that
Right,
he can
okay.
help conceive.
Right, his child.
Yeah, his child. You know, so moving right along. Yeah, if you want to, like I said, we got time for one more caller. Again, you can call us at 248-838-3661. We in Studio 4 if you're on. What was it?
What? I'm sorry. I
You
zoned
said the
out.
Studio 4 thing.
Oh, studio.
I'm still learning that part.
I'm like I zoned out.
I'm still-
Studio 4 if you are on the Podcast Detroit app.
If you're on the Podcast Detroit app.
Studio 4.
Studio 4.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Kate. If they went to www.podcastdetroit.com, could they still go into Studio 4, or do they have to have the app?
If it's working that day.
If it, oh well,
Actually,
Download.
we've been having some issues
Okay.
with the website player on occasion. I do recommend downloading the
app. Okay.
From an actual, I don't think through your phone you could listen through the website itself, but possibly on a desktop computer.
Just download the app, y'all, and click on Studio 4.
To change the air real quick, I'm probably going to get Vezo in here to talk about his upcoming new movie that I'm a part of. It's entitled Price of Love. I know Angelita loves when I get to talking about the film work.
I do, because you know what? King told me that I need to stop talking about his movies.
And she did great. She did great this week. She did great. Kate, like, I'm very
Whatever, King.
you know, as the weeks roll on, you're gonna get to know me. Like, I'm real, like, you know.
I won't say nothing about the movies, y'all. Nah, he done brought the movies up.
No, I'm bringing it up. I'm just
I
talking
didn't
about.
say
I'm
anything
talking
about
about
them.
future.
Should I put this in the calendar?
Yeah, I'm talking about future guests. You know.
Okay.
So,
But
I don't.
we was talking about future guests, but then you said the movie Price of Love.
Yeah, that I'm
But
a
then
part
you,
of.
that you didn't even have to say you was a part of it. You could have just said,
I
what was
coulda
his name
waited.
again?
I forgot. I don't even know who you're talking about.
No, what was the person
I
you
don't.
said?
I don't know who you're talking about. What are you talking about?
No. He could come on and talk about his
Who?
movie
Who
Price
is
of
he?
Love. But you
Moving
didn't have,
right along.
But you didn't have to say you was
Moving
in
right-
the movie. Okay, y'all. So King gets mad. I'm talking about you. King gets mad when I bring up his job, his career. And I have to say,
It's not that I get mad about
he
it.
don't like for me to talk about.
We on podcast time.
Okay, but at the same time,
We working.
we still working.
Yeah.
Okay, but he said no.
But Price of Love is on the way. I want you guys
Did he
to.
really just plug himself?
Yeah, Price of Love is on the way. Price of Love. Price of Love is on the way.
Free advertisement.
Let's take advantage of it. And guess what me and my sister going to do? See, I already got this on the flow, though.
What we about to
What
do?
you don't know is, in case it's going to be there, we're going to take the podcast to the actual premiere that night. And I'm going to do something that these actors haven't done here. I'm going to host the show and actually be one of the stars, you know.
Well, I'll be
You know
damn,
what
y'all.
I'm
Look,
saying?
this is
You know what I'm
look. I can
saying?
say damn on
So
the podcast.
you could-
I'll be damn.
So
You
now,
hear?
so now we're going to have a red carpet podcast. We're going to be
Real
suited
talk.
and booted, and we're going to be coming live and direct. Kate is going to put on her
Kate gonna put on her dress.
Her,
Hey,
dress.
hey, hey. Okay, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all something. You know what? I honestly believe that you need to have fun, and we're all about fun.
That's all I'm
regardless
about.
If it's business, if it's you gotta live, enjoy this journey. And when we come in the studio and we're on this podcast, we're talking about real Real talk, real things that are happening. But at the same time, we're also being ourselves, authentic, having fun, and again, enjoying life and enjoying this journey. You know, my whole thing that I always tell people is every day that you wake up, it is a gift. Enjoy it.
Hey, look! I gotta drop this on y'all real quick.
Why you
She
look
was-
at me
she
and
was-
smile?
because-
Because like, I don't know what you about to say.
Because look, come on in over here. She was in a whole real moment, Kate. Like a real moment. Okay. You know what she don't do?
He's so extra, y'all.
She don't even
Didn't mention
wear,
your movie.
No, she don't even wear her headphones.
I never wear my headphones,
you
but
like-
we had calls tonight.
I can honestly say, as an actual audio engineer of sorts, I don't wear my headphones
But here's the
much
thing.
anymore.
No,
But I've done
King-
this job
I
long
do.
enough. I can read levels without
No,
headphones.
because here's the
I'm
thing,
good.
Kate. King likes the way he sounds. That's why he listens. That's why he wears these headphones.
See, I don't like the headphones because I have a lot of like.
That's not
ear
true.
piercings.
Okay, King, but why wear the headphones if
Because
nobody's
it
calling?
it makes me look like I'm important on my camera, on my.
I mean, maybe that's how you get in the mindset. You know?
Yeah.
Nobody's
Yeah.
calling.
Thank you, Kate.
You just
feel
your
me?
your
It
ears.
makes me just feel like I'm in the moment of what we doing.
But
it
your
puts me there.
ears are hot if nobody is calling.
Guess what? I'm cool with having hot ears.
You know what?
Yeah, you get over it after 7 years.
Yeah,
He's so extra
she,
right
she,
now.
She hating me. She hating on me for hot ears. Listen,
Who is Marlo? See,
Marlo.
Don't laugh at him, Marlo.
Marlo is my Detroit people via Dallas. She stays down in the Dallas area right
Don't laugh
now.
at him, Marlo.
You know,
We
we got 4
We
minutes.
got 4 minutes, y'all. So you can call in really quick.
You can call in really quick just to say hi to Kate, Angelita, myself. You can touch on the topic, which was Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union and their acceptance of their now daughter, Zaya.
But at the end of the show, we got to give y'all shenanigans and
Yeah, you know, we was just giving y'all, I think Angelita might have missed me because I wasn't
You
here
wasn't here last week.
the week before last.
Neither of you were here last week.
No, right. Neither one of us is here last week.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't like
You don't like when I'm not here?
I don't like. I have an attitude. Look,
She be having a whole attitude. I be hating to even have to
get
text
a
her.
whole
This is a whole
attitude.
nother marriage, like, just to my sister. Like, it's like a whole nother marriage. Like, man, dang. If I got something to do, I'll be like, man.
look. I get look.
I be
y'all.
having. I told my daughter, look, text Angelita and tell her what you
I get a
gotta do.
whole
Text her what you got to do.
attitude.
Text your auntie, tell her what you got to do.
I get a whole attitude, y'all, when King is not here because King, and the reason why, y'all, is because I have my vibe and my energy, and then King brings a whole nother vibe and a whole nother energy. And when you mix the two, it's dope as hell. So, not to say that I can't do the podcast without him, absolutely I can. But it's better when both of our energies are vibing. So I get a whole attitude, y'all, when King is not here. So when King texts me about niece who had her recital,
Yeah.
I just
It was her last dance recital of
and
the
you
year.
can't miss the last dance recital. You
Of the
can't.
year, you can't do it.
You can't.
You can't do it.
So I didn't say nothing because I understood.
Like, she didn't even text me back,
Nope,
though,
I didn't
Kate.
even say okay.
She's like, that's the
Look,
Like,
Virgos,
it's
though.
fine, but I
Look.
don't want to talk about
Look,
it.
for y'all that can see my face, I ain't even text him.
Hold
back.
on, look, let me see the face.
The whole Virgo let me know. I did not text him back. I didn't say okay. I understand none of that.
Hey, look, your Virgo sister, she didn't understand that I was walking out the house. I said, well, listen,
We got 2 minutes.
you know I got the podcast. She was like, but you didn't say nothing earlier. Do I have to say something? This is to be already it's already programmed up here. That Virgo, she was heated sitting on the couch when I walked out.
I love you, Shauna. You know it's the second and the fourth Tuesday. Boo, I love you.
Right.
But
Act
look,
like you know
though.
it.
But it was funny, though, because you texted me this morning. And you was like,
But she still got you see she still got the earphones on, right?
okay, you know what? You know what?
Because I like hot ears,
Look,
man.
he texted me this morning, and I said, okay. Because here's the thing. In the midst of it, granted, I know King is an actor, so I do know that he's not going to be here all the time because, you know,
Duty calls.
duty calls, and he can't be here. So
I did communicate very well, didn't I?
You did.
See, fellas,
look,
that's
I
the
was
success
I was
in
looking for a
finding a
reason to
mate.
get mad.
But she couldn't do it. You have to communicate. It's simple, brothers. And that's a whole nother conversation.
That's
we love y'all.
We're going to do that.
We
So,
gonna-
look, tune in before you end. Tune in, y'all, because y'all thought this topic was good. Tune in 2 weeks. We have a panel discussion.
Mm.
And so one of the things is at our last show of the month, we try to make those panel discussions where we dive in about real topics that people don't want to talk about, like this topic today.
Yeah.
But our topic at the end of the month is about past trauma.
Damn.
And I got 2 women that are coming in, and they're going to speak about some
trauma?
past trauma.
Whew. Oh, great.
You ready, King?
Oh no.
Don't be talking about you out of time neither. Don't make up a fake movie, a
Hey,
fake
look,
ass movie that
I
don't
might,
exist.
I might have to make up a fake ass movie, y'all.
We'll Google it.
Hey, look. When your birthday, Kate?
April 25th.
Oh, you
What is
gotta-
that? Taurus?
Yes.
Oh, I'm stuck.
All right, we
I
gotta,
love y'all.
We
See
gotta
y'all
wrap it
later.
up.
Don't fight me.
No.
We'll see you guys in 2. Have a good night.
Too.
All
I
right.
did have these hot ass things on my ear though.
But-
My ear is sweating.
It just make it fun. Like